Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. It's hard for me to believe I'm about to write what I'm about to write, and this week my comments on Bold and Beautiful will undoubtedly surprise some people. I really don't have a choice now though, given what happened this week and what's to come. But if we work as a team, we can get through this, so let's take a deep breath and get started, shall we? I've been saying for more than 10 years that I support plots rather than couples. Even while not everyone can tell the difference, it's still significant. Because it implies that, depending on the tale being told, your loyalties can change over time. I was a major admirer of Quinn and Eric, for instance. I adored the narrative of their covert liaison and resulting union. But after Carter came into the scene, I fell in love with that tale and grew to adore Quarter. Full disclosure, I may have been the only human being on the earth to truly adore the Eric/Quinn/Carter open marriage story, but that's a conversation for another day. All of this serves as a preamble to what I'm about to say. I'm endorsing a Thomas/Hope pairing. Get the yelling and gnashing of teeth out of the way. Make me agoric by shaking your fists at the sky. We can continue, and I'll try to explain myself once it's all out of your system. Really, there's only one person to blame for the predicament we're in right now, and that person is Liam. As much as I wanted to punch Liam this week, I've never in my life wanted to do it through a television screen. Given everything his wife has forgiven him for over the years, it is outrageous of this insert obscenity to stand there and refuse to forgive her for a kiss. To claim that Thomas will always be there in their lives after having a child with Steffi is beyond repugnant. Can I mention something about this asshat's impudence here? To declare with a straight face, I haven't had a single thought about Steffi, but I'm thinking about her now, as if he hadn't repeatedly coerced his ex-wife into an unwelcome kiss. Don't worry, Steffi. You are clearly audible to me. Stop kissing. Do you want me to kiss it now and fix it? Photo by Howard Wise for JPI. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with Liam at this point. And as Hope said, I forgave this man a great deal. He has made a series of foolish decisions that I have observed. I've watched him gradually change into the new Ridge, as though it were some sort of ideal that everyone ought to strive for. Liam has remained a favorite of mine for a long time, in large part because of the outstanding acting abilities of Scott Clifton. However, I honestly have no idea how our nation is expected to recover from this. So yeah, Thomas and Hope have my full support. I know I've been asking, what about everything he's done to her and Liam in the past? For years. His prior transgressions, however, are now overshadowed by those of his adversary. And in contrast to Liam, Thomas has attempted to change. God knows we've been told as much repeatedly. He has also admitted his wrongdoings, which is a significant development. Mom, I'm not sure whether you've heard, but I've changed. Use those exact words to spread the word. I really want to drive home the point. Liam is saying, "Hey Hope, this is all on you," and Thomas has been on a protracted apology tour for months. And what about that? He might have carried Hope back to the hotel and made love to her then and then when she threw herself into his arms in Rome. He chose to wait. Even though it's just been a few weeks or days in soap time, that's still a significant amount of time on this program, where entire relationships may start and end in Eric's living room. Mom, I'm not sure whether you've heard, but I've changed. Use those exact words to spread the word. I really want to drive home the point. Liam is saying, "Hey Hope, this is all on you," and Thomas has been on a protracted apology tour for months. And what about that? He might have carried Hope back to the hotel and made love to her then and then when she threw herself into his arms in Rome. He chose to wait. Even though it's just been a few weeks or days in soap time, that's still a significant amount of time on this program, where entire relationships may start and end in Eric's living room. How amazing was the scene where Hope slowly realized that Liam had raced straight to Steffi as usual. You're aware of how frequently the same 10 lines appear on this show. However, every once in a while, one of the authors creates lines that demonstrate how beautiful it can be when they want it to. One of those scenes was this one. You keep bringing up Thomas, but Steffi has always had a voice in our union, and you did go visit her, didn't you? Hope questioned. Let me assume you want her back at this point. That was fairly foreseeable, Liam. There was also this fantastic scene when Hope at least made an effort to explain her previous actions to RJ, who was ostensibly brought out of hiding to serve as everyone's go-be-guy. Hope reflected, maybe I've just trapped myself with all of these standards and expectations. And it's almost as if I've created this gilded cage for myself out of righteousness and control. From time to time, I catch myself wondering what it might be like to simply break free and stop caring so much about what other people think and how other people think. I suppose I'm still figuring that out. Even though it seemed to appear out of nowhere, it was a great time of reflection. What baffles me is how the same writing team that creates such beautiful scenes then fills the rest of the show with conversation that must be equally mind-numbing for the actors as it must be for the audience. Annika Noel, in contrast, was flawless, as she consistently is in the sequences that show the effects of her trip to Rome. In fact, I'm interested to see what Hope does next as she continues her quest for understanding herself. Can we call this tale the erotic awakening of Miss Hope Logan, now that she is having sex with Thomas? Asterisk, the writers neglected to delete the word from their cut and paste tool after hearing everyone discuss Hope's principles for weeks. Because of this, Finn has now begun discussing Steffi's morals, even though she continues to keep him in the dark about the kisses she exchanged, albeit reluctantly, with Liam. Asterisk, the first 4 minutes of Wednesday's program featured 3 flashbacks, as if the much-discussed repetitive language wasn't terrible enough. It seems like the writers are working extra hard to say, nah, you don't have to watch every day, between the repetition and the flashbacks. We will bash you over the head with everything you miss. Not that you will miss much, so trust us on that. What purpose did Ridge and Brooks' undeserved and absolutely pointless reunion serve? And sure, I will continue to pose that query every week until we have a response. So, asterisk, I killed to see Paris and Zend whining about how Thomas is getting all the credit for Hope for the future, while perhaps hanging out in Thorne's basement office. Let her take on the persona of Lady Macbeth as she fuels his ambition and exhorts him to contend for his rightful place in the family. Hey, it would be a B story at least, right? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay with us.